Oh, and another thing, I realize, I am part to blame for a lot of the things that go on in my life. And I used to just, say, why me? Why is this happening to me? You know what I'm saying? But I realize, a lot of times I am to blame for a lot of things that go on in my life. Um, and don't get me wrong, there are things that were out of my control that I couldn't control, you know what I'm saying? And, it just is what it is, it's life. But, I take full responsibility for a lot of the things that have happened in my life, you know what I'm saying? Um, and I realize, maybe I don't have friends because maybe I'm not a good friend. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not in a relationship because maybe I'm not a good lover. Maybe I don't have kids because maybe I wouldn't be a good mom. You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessary that I want kids, because I honestly don't want kids. But I'm just saying, those are things that I have to work on. I have to work on the inner me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they try to work on, their outer appearance, and there's nothing wrong with that either. But, I have to work on my inner self. I have to work on treating myself better, and learning to, love the qualities about myself. And there were also a lot of things that I didn't like about myself. Some of the, negative things, that I was harboring within myself that I didn't like. Um, those are something that you just have to take, think about. A lot of people, they so quick to play victim in a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of things also have, happened in my life to where I say, you know what, that was karma, for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I think back on the times where I might have did something to somebody, or might have said something to somebody, or might have lashed out on somebody, or just did somebody wrong, and it all came back to haunt me, later on in life. And I was just thinking, like, maybe, that's karma, for me, for what I done in the past, you know what I'm saying? And it still has affected me to this day. um but I'm working on, not only just being kind to myself, but also learning to spread love and, be loving if you want to be loved, you know what I'm saying? Be a friend if you want friends in your life, you know what I'm saying? Be a good person if you want that special someone in your life. And I'm not saying to allow people to walk all over you and treat you like shit and do you wrong. I'm not saying not to take up for yourself, but also be responsible for things that you do, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe that, whatever you put into the world comes back to you, you know what I'm saying? Um, and that's just one thing I've just been trying to, work on. A lot of people, they don't like to do the inner work, things that just make them seem very, just not pleasant, you know what I'm saying? And you have to be pleasant, you know what I'm saying? I try to be pleasant in life, you know what I'm saying? I try my best to, treat people the way that I want to be treated. And the energy is not always, given back or reciprocated to me, you know what I'm saying? That also affects my self-esteem when, I'm trying my hard to, treat this person right and do right, and I don't get that same energy back, you know what I'm saying? But I realize, that um I cannot become who hurt me, you know what I'm saying? I have to still be myself and be who, you know, the good Jesus Christ, wants me to be. You know what I'm saying? So continue being a good person if you're a good person, and don't allow, outside forces or energy to change that about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know y'all have heard me say, plenty of times, that I suffer from, boredom or loneliness and stuff like that. But a lot of times I suffer from that because I'm so antisocial and I really just don't trust nobody. And it's hard for me to let my guard down and to trust people and allow myself to be loved, allow myself to be, vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And nobody really wants to let their guard down to be hurt again. So I'm just trying. That's one thing I'm gonna try to work on, is trying to let my guard down and not be so uptight and not be so stingy with myself, stingy with my love or whatever. But a lot of people, they will take advantage of that if you're not careful. If you're not careful who you give your energy to, people will take advantage of that and they will use things against you. And that's one thing that I fear in my life, is people using that against me, using my kindness for weakness. And I just don't want to be taken for granted. But just think about that, you know what I'm saying?